Feathered friends and foes, a history of birds and humans. Birds, they are everywhere. From the bustling cities to the serene countryside, these feathered creatures have made their presence known in every corner of our world. Chirping in our gardens, soaring through our skies, even pecking at our leftover roti. They are a constant reminder of nature's beauty and resilience. Their songs greet us in the morning, and their silhouettes against the sunset mark the end of the day. For as long as humans have walked the earth, birds have been our companions. From ancient cave paintings to modern-day parks, our bond with these creatures is evident. They have been depicted in art, literature, and folklore, symbolizing everything from freedom to foreboding. Sometimes, they are our muses, inspiring artists and poets with their beauty and song. The delicate brushstrokes of a painter capturing a bird in flight, or the verses of a poet describing the morning chorus show how deeply birds have influenced human creativity. But sometimes, our feathered friends become foes, leading to some truly bizarre conflicts. From raiding crops to causing chaos in urban areas, birds have occasionally been at odds with human interests, leading to some memorable and often humorous confrontations. Today we will delve into two such historical events, China's war on sparrows and Australia's comical clash with emus. These events, though seemingly absurd, had significant impacts on the regions involved and offer valuable lessons on the consequences of interfering with nature. These tales are more than just historical footnotes. They highlight the delicate balance between humans and the natural world, and how easily that balance can be disrupted. They offer a humorous, yet important lesson about our relationship with nature. Through these stories, we can learn about the unintended consequences of our actions and the importance of coexistence with all living creatures. So buckle up, dear readers, as we journey through time to witness the great bird wars. From the ancient past to the modern day, let's explore how these feathered friends have shaped our history and continue to influence our lives. Our first stop takes us to China in 1958. Chairman Mao Zedong, in his infinite wisdom, declared war on sparrows. These small birds, Mao claimed, were eating too much grain, thus robbing the people of precious food. A nationwide campaign was launched. Citizens were encouraged to bang pots and pans, shout at the sky, and even shoot at sparrows to prevent them from resting. The result? Millions of sparrows perished, their tiny bodies littering the streets. Fast forward a few years and we find ourselves in the sunny outback of Australia. This vast, sun-drenched land, known for its rugged beauty and unique wildlife, was about to become the stage for one of the most unusual military operations in history. Here our adversaries are not sparrows, but emus, large, flightless birds with a reputation for mischief. These birds, standing over 6 feet tall, are known for their speed and agility, making them formidable opponents in the wild. These feathered fiends were wreaking havoc on farmers' crops, prompting the Australian government to take drastic action. The emus were destroying wheat fields, causing significant financial losses for the struggling farmers. Enter the Emu War of 1932. This was not a war in the traditional sense, but rather a government-sanctioned culling operation aimed at reducing the emu population. Armed with Lewis guns, soldiers were deployed to combat the emu menace. These machine guns, typically used in World War I, were now being turned on the unsuspecting emus. What followed was a comedy of errors. The soldiers quickly found that the emus were not easy targets. The birds' erratic movements and surprising speed made them difficult to hit. The emus, it turned out, were surprisingly adept at dodging bullets. They would scatter at the sound of gunfire, making it nearly impossible for the soldiers to aim accurately. They scattered, they ran, they even seemed to mock the soldiers with their comical waddle. The soldiers' frustration grew as the emus continued to outmaneuver them. The war ended in a humiliating defeat for the Australian army, proving that even with superior firepower, nature can sometimes outwit us. The emus had won, and the soldiers returned home, their mission unaccomplished, but their story destined to become a legendary tale of military misadventure. Section 4. Unintended consequences when nature bites back. Both China's sparrow campaign and Australia's emu war ended in failure, but the consequences went far beyond bruised egos. In China, the extermination of sparrows had a devastating impact on the ecosystem. With their natural predators gone, insect populations exploded, damaging crops and leading to widespread famine. The sparrows, it turned out, played a vital role in pest control, a fact that Mao had overlooked. Australia's emu population, thankfully, rebounded. However, the war served as a stark reminder that military might is no match for the resilience of nature. Section 5. The importance of ecological balance. A lesson learned the hard way. These two tales, though separated by time and geography, share a common thread. They highlight the interconnectedness of all living things and the delicate balance that governs our natural world. When we interfere with this balance, even with the best of intentions, we often create more problems than we solve. Both China and Australia learned this lesson the hard way. Their experiences underscore the importance of careful ecological management and the need to consider the unintended consequences of our actions. Section 6. Birds of a feather. Comparing China's and Australia's battles. Though different in their execution, China's Sparrow Campaign and Australia's Emu War were both rooted in a desire to control nature for human benefit. Both involved a perceived threat to food security, and both employed drastic measures that ultimately backfired. These events, however, also differed in crucial ways. China's campaign was a nationwide, systematic effort that resulted in the decimation of an entire species across a vast area. Australia's EMU War, on the other hand, was a more localised and haphazard affair that had a relatively small impact on the overall emu population. Section 7. Respecting Nature, a Timeless Lesson. The Great Bird Wars, as we've seen, were not glorious victories but cautionary tales. These events serve as stark reminders of the consequences of human actions on the environment. They highlight the fragility of ecosystems and the unintended ripple effects that can occur when we disrupt the natural order. They remind us that we are not masters of the natural world, but rather part of its intricate web. Every thread in this web is connected, and pulling on one can affect the entire structure. This interconnectedness is a fundamental principle of ecology, emphasizing that our survival is linked to the health of the environment. They teach us that every creature, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, plays a role in maintaining the delicate balance of our planet. From the tiniest insects to the largest mammals, each species contributes to the ecosystem in unique ways. The loss of even a single species can have cascading effects, leading to unforeseen consequences. As we move forward, let us remember the lessons of the sparrows and the emus. These birds, once abundant, faced challenges due to human interference. Their stories are not just about survival, but about the resilience of nature and its ability to recover if given a chance. Let us approach nature with humility, respect, and a deep understanding of the interconnectedness of all living things. By fostering a sense of stewardship and responsibility, we can ensure that future generations inherit a world where nature thrives. For it is only by living in harmony with nature that we can ensure our own survival and the well-being of our planet. Embracing sustainable practices and making conscious choices in our daily lives can lead to a healthier, more balanced world. Let us be the guardians of this precious earth, cherishing and protecting it for all who come after us.